Dungeons and Daddies is a rowdy, horny, violent podcast for grown-ups. Content warnings can be found in the episode description.
Roll for initiative, everyone!
Please let this be a funny episode.
On Ron Sark?
No way!
Searching for Ron's anchor, you're stressed out and feeling bad. Next thing that you know, you're seeing
A series of pretty traumatic memories involving my dad?
jumping off the high dive, making dinner on the stove. Drive on past the cardboard cowboy and say bye to your dog roll on this funny podcast.
I did get my anchor, though.
Dungeons and Dragons podcast.
Glenn taught us all to salt the pasta water.
Listen to our podcast.
Never gonna die, but I live forever.
Hell yeah, babe.
Not a BDSM podcast.
Good vibes only from now on, right, Nick Jr.? Welcome to Dungeons and Daddies, not a BDSM podcast, a Dungeons and Dragons podcast about four dads from our world flung into the Forgotten Realms in the quest to rescue their lost sons. My name is Freddie Wong. I play Glenn Close, the cool, chill, definitely felt like didn't need to say too much last episode dad of the group.
Glenn Close, Mr. Comedy.
Mr. Comedy.
Nice.
Just
You
kind of
did say the thing about, hey, it's the 80s, which
Yeah.
I think is probably one of the funniest jokes in the history of the show. So.
And you did these nuts 2 episodes ago.
Yeah, don't worry
you could
about
rest
it,
on your
Freddie.
laurels for the next season
Yeah.
and a half.
Freddie,
King
you're funny.
hitmaker
Believe in
of
yourself,
comedy.
man.
Oh, I fully believe in myself.
That's why I think we should stop complimenting him forever.
This week's Glenn fact. I'm quite disappointed, frankly, that there wasn't more discourse in the social media world
God,
about
here it comes.
pasta water and salting pasta water.
Everyone, what
I
discourse
saw a lot of people.
were you expecting? Like, everyone agrees that you should salt the pasta water. There's nothing to talk about there.
I don't.
What?
Yeah, see, there you go. That's
I
it
don't
right
salt
there.
it.
You don't salt the... Okay, wow.
But your pasta's not as good as it could be then.
Well, wouldn't know the difference.
But you're right. You should post that on unpopular opinion Reddit. It's not an unpopular opinion. Like, you just get
Yeah.
upvoted. Hot take, salt pasta water.
So this week's fact about Glenn. Glenn actually has no idea how to cook anything aside from like back of the box instructions, but he's watched enough YouTube in a half-baked state to kind of like fake it and sound like, so he can throw things out. Like, you gotta make sure you salt the pasta water.
He was watching those Bon Appetit videos before they got all... before they got in trouble.
Yeah.
Canonically, everybody left Earth before Bon Appetit got in trouble. So that's one of the things that all of you are looking forward to getting back and just settling in with some good old
Crack
BA.
it open, some test kitchen videos.
Hey, everybody. This is real life dad Matt Arnold playing fictional dad Daryl Wilson, a stay-at-home coach dad who became a barbarian upon entering the Forgotten Realms. So the journey through the 7 deadly sins, I thought today I would take wrath. So the maddest or the most horrible thing that's ever happened when Daryl is angry. Daryl keeps his anger pretty in check or eternalized. But since he's home a lot, the one thing that really bugs him is Carol and Grant don't necessarily respect the house very much. So it's just kind of building. There's just one day where there was like, it was like nobody was using the coasters. Everybody left. Grant didn't even take his lunch. Carol didn't say goodbye. He was just already frustrated, and all he wanted to do was watch the big game at like fucking 7 a.m. because it's an English game, and he wanted to watch it, and he couldn't find the remote, and he was fucking trying to find the remote, and he's always told Grant, like, put the remote back on the table next to the coasters, which you're supposed to be using, and he couldn't find it, and then when he did find it, and he was about to watch the game, there's no fucking batteries in the house, and he just started ranting. He's like, motherfuckers, these fucking inconsiderate assholes. And Grant, I've told you 1,000 times, you fucking shitty, stupid turd bucket. And Grant had missed the bus and had come home.
Oh, no.
And was in the house hearing Daryl yell about how much he hates Carol and Grant and calls him a turd bucket.
Oh my God.
And now Carol and Grant always use the term turd bucket to remind Daryl that he was called a turd bucket. But Daryl has said that in confession every single week he's gone to church, that even the priest is like, hey, your penance is just to give yourself a break, man. It's okay. Like, you're fine. But that's the angriest
So
he's ever
Daryl
been.
still goes to like old school, like
Old
bless me,
school is
Father.
just church, right? People still go to church. It's not like there's medieval.
The oldest school there
He
is.
still goes to the all, but yeah, like
My impression was
there's
that
like
like
a church a mile away from here.
okay, look, I'm saying this. You know, fuck
Tell
you,
him
fuck
what
you,
church, Matt.
fuck you. I'm saying old school. You wanna know why? The population fucking continues to skyrocket. I just feel like there's just less people walking in that booth and going like, bless me, Father, for I've
It's like
sinned.
saying there's less people that like Marvel. Like, there's still a lot of people that like Marvel. Like, is it going down a little bit? Is it ever gonna hit the highs of Endgame? Probably not. Probably not.
Remember midway through the Infinity War series where it turned out all the Marvel horror movies were sort of a big backdrop for a lot of
Only
pedophilia.
2%.
And people kept watching them.
2% of Catholics go to confession.
Damn.
Wow.
Well, Daryl's one of those people.
3/4 of them never go, or less than once a
How
year.
often? Yeah, once a year. It's usually like most Catholics go to
That's
the
so
thing once a
wild.
year.
I feel like if I were Catholic and had a church nearby, I would go all the time. I swear, it
like
would be
free
such
therapy.
a thrill. Yeah.
I would save them up, bank my points when I've got some good sins.
Yeah.
to
Once
drop.
a year, all those sins.
Hey everyone, I'm Will Campos. I play the Birkenstock rockin' crunchy munchy hippie Drager druid dad Henry Oak.
There, nailed it. Perfect.
Nailed it. Got it in one. I play Henry Oak. And my Henry fact this week, I'm here to right some wrongs. I'm here to correct some mistakes. Very early in this podcast.
Confession.
It's confession time. Forgive me, fandom I have sinned. A lot of people pointed out that in episode 8, I had a dad fact that Henry Oak Sr. at the time, which was Barry Oak's original name, spanked either Lark or Sparrow. And Henry didn't know which. But now people have gone back and said, well, wait a second. If Henry was from the Forgotten Realms, then how did Barry spank one of his kids? Well, kick up your feet. I'm here to tell a tale.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
First, you need to know about that Oak family is that they're not big on sugar, right? So, like, not a lot of sugary snacks, trying to keep the sugar low. One day, when they were real little kids coming back from preschool, the boys had been really good. They hadn't bitten anybody, you know, like the teacher said, they high marks for today, and they wanted a reward. So Henry was like, all right, let me find a healthy snack to give my boys. He found this place called Jamba Juice. He's like, Jamba Juice? That sounds healthy. It's got little Slurpees and smoothies. I bet those are nice and sugar-free. So we got them each a super large ice cream smoothie from Jamba Juice, whereupon they went buck wild with the hardest fucking sugar rush of all time.
That chocolate mood, probably.
Probably. I
Yeah.
think we always like the razzmatazz where he's like, this is like fruit. It's not that big a deal. And it was like, no, this is the fucking hardcore shit. They went absolutely crazy, destroyed the house, and then fell into an eldritch sugar crash. They fell into a sugar crash so deep that through the power of the doodler inside them, they astral projected across the dimensions into the Forgotten Realms and had a second sugar rager in a completely unknown land, which of course wound up being the bedroom of one Barry Oak, who walked in and saw two rowdy boys messing up the place. He swatted one of them on the bottom. That astral projected them back into their world. And you may be asking yourself, how does Henry know that his dad spanked one of them? And that, my friends, is a tale for another time.
Gentlemen, may I pitch Dungeons and Daddies Season 2 Insidious? Hello, my name is Beth May, and I play Ron Stampler, emotionally detached stepfather and rogue. Fun fact about Ron this week is that upon thinking about it a little bit harder, he did get that scar on his head by hitting his head jumping the bed. So,
Oh, from jumping the bed. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be like from when
No.
his dad tried to drown him.
no.
Okay.
Jumping on the bed.
I mean, the Birch, I've come around on this. I am your dad once again.
All
right.
Okay.
That's
I
fair.
was trying to avoid the parasocial thing, but I realized just because I'm your dad does not mean that I love you.
Okay.
Very good.
I don't know if just
All
making
right.
it an inherently unhealthy relationship avoids it being
No,
parasocial.
I think this is how we're going to play it. I think this is how it's going to work. When we last left you all, you had headed inside Ron Stampler's mind and you had left with the anchor, which was a metaphorical memory version of the lure that Ron has been carrying around this entire time, the one that he's holding onto when he saw his dad die. And on a much lighter note, you all managed to leave his brain and you caught back up with Payton.
I mean, we
And
definitely
did we level up?
Yeah, we leveled up, right?
Yes, you did
Yeah.
level up.
Big fight, a lot of dice
Dun, dun,
rolling,
dun, dun,
some real
dun.
D&D action.
We got a reward.
Yeah, there was literally no fighting at all. It was just sad things. You leveled up from just being sad.
Damn.
As we approached potentially the final battle between you and the Omega Dads, I've told you this privately, but now I'm saying it publicly. No more Mr. Nice Dad. I realized the other day, like, individually, each one of you taken on your own is smarter than me. All four of you combined is like 17 times smarter than me. So I don't have to put in anything even approaching a safety net. I'm not going to put in any safeguards to keep any of you alive. I'm going to go hard on you. And playing as these Omega Dad characters, I'm going to try to ruin your shit. So anything
Hey,
you can
Anthony?
do
Hey,
from
don't.
now.
Hey, Anthony, we've all been playing right-handed, and we're all
Yeah,
left-handed. Left.
yeah, you fucking
We've been
nailed it,
playing
Matt.
that.
Yeah, no, I'm
Nailed it,
real
Matt.
intimidated
got
now.
It. Got it, Matt.
But yes, any research you wish to do on Dungeons and Dragons
Research?
stuff will help
What?
as we go. But I'll try to tell you about any of the stuff that
Anthony,
really matters.
you're still going to be easy on me, though, right?
Yes, you're my favorite.
Okay.
Thank God.
I did actually write Ron's last will and testament.
Yes, Beth actually
today.
sent me Ron's will in case anything happens to Ron, and we'll have one of you read it aloud, I guess.
Oh, wow.
Oh, boy.
And if not, it'll go on the Patreon, and it's very good.
Hey, Ron, you okay, man? That was hardcore shit, man.
Yeah, it was really You know what? I think I am okay though. Right now.
You guys want I feel like
Yeah, group hug, right?
Group hug.
If that's all right with you,
Like,
Ron.
on vacation.
That was a lot.
Break it in, baby.
You want to like maybe find a beach and just chill for a bit, guys, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like find some vibes.
You know, I think we should figure out what we're doing with our anchors. Now, we've got all of them, but first things first, let's bring it in for our buddy Ron. That was really scary, and you did a great job, man. And oh my gosh, just wow. Just wow. That's all I got to say about that.
Yeah, wow. Okay, hug
are we
on three.
hugging?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, hug.
I hug everybody, and I try to lift everybody up like a bear hug.
Oh, Jesus, I'm in the middle. I'm dying.
And I want to roll athletics
We
for that.
crush Peyton's
Go
skull,
ahead and roll
dude.
athletics.
Like a bad mosh
Yeah,
pit.
you just broke your anchor. Congratulations. You've evaded
No,
the
I
moral
got
quandary.
22. I got 22.
Yeah, you lift everybody up.
Oh, and I spin around. And I go,
gosh,
you guys are the best.
I'm getting
I
nauseous.
think, Daryl, I peed a little bit. I think you squeezed me too hard, man.
It's fine. I absorbed it. It's fine.
Nothing.
I really hope that's not true.
No, it's good. That's not. It's not. I'm
Peyton.
just trying to make you feel better.
Okay, I put everybody down. Real quick. Hey, Miss Witch, why does Peyton absorb pee?
He doesn't.
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
That's just a weird thing he says.
Wait, Peyton, what happens when you pee? I've never seen you pee,
That's because I do when you're not around. I'm a gentleman.
but you don't absorb it.
No, I don't absorb. I'm not a sponge for pee.
Why
Are
have
you
you been
kidding?
lying to us this whole time?
Yeah.
Because it's a cool power that I wanted to make you all impressed by, obviously.
Oh,
Thanks for
you don't
ruining
have
it,
to-
witch lady. Sorry. I just they wanted to know.
Hey, Peyton, you're a pretty impressive guy even without absorbing pee. So I just want you to
Yeah.
know you can be yourself around us.
And if it
you
makes
know?
you feel better, like you're actually cooler now that you don't absorb pee. Like it wasn't really like that wasn't a cool thing. We didn't think that was neat.
Oh, Daryl. The mere fact that you think that means that you're not cool.
yeah,
Dang, got him. Got him,
I've been
Peyton.
told.
Got him.
Well, as long as that's all wrapped up, Tilt Toblerone, thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
your help. I think we need to be moving on to
Our kids.
figuring out what's next for us. But just one last time, if you do want me to help you sort through your stuff with Aaron, let me know.
Oh, no, I don't. The sort of tete-a-tete we're going to have is going to be very fun in its own combative way in the future. No need for your help.
Do you have any batteries?
Batteries. Let's see. And she rummages around in a desk. I'm just going to go roll for her. 9. She pulls out of a drawer a little crystallized Tinkerbell in a sort of cylindrical shape. And she goes, this ought to do you. What kind of size? I can ship the amber around it to fit whatever you need. What do you want to use this in?
What does that remote take?
Oh, that's
Oh,
right.
yeah.
The remote. It rewinds time,
Ooh,
right?
It does everything.
It does
that
anything that a normal remote can do.
It should have won Best Picture. I mean, you guys saw Click, right? Like Adam Sandler.
Oh, I loved Click. I
Oh
thought
my
that was
God.
such a sweet
What?
movie.
Yeah.
You know, Daryl, I feel like you and I don't agree on a lot of movies, but Click, that was a great one.
Yeah, Happy Gilmore too, right?
I liked that he was happy.
That was his name. He took care of his grandma.
Well, yeah, I was a bad influence on the boys when they saw it. I'll put it that way.
Yeah, whatever fits into this thing here.
All right, so it looks like this baby takes double A's, which means I can carve it around the shape of this and bam! And she hits the fossilized fairy into...
I believe that these are actually both D's.
Oh.
They're D. Never mind. Glenn, it was so clever. I just want to do one. I never get to do one.
Peyton puts a comforting hand on you and just goes, you'll know when the time is right.
Okay.
Your remote has exactly 1 charge now.
Oh, great.
One charge. That whole crystal double A can last for like months.
Well, this is a magical object, obviously, and it's being charged by a magical battery.
No, Matt, it's got 1 charge, but then if you take it out and put it back in, for some
Ooh,
reason,
yeah.
you get another
Oh,
charge.
Yeah, another one.
damn.
Yeah. You have to kind of wiggle it.
Yeah. If you take it out and put it back in, you get to roll a d20.
Nice.
And then if it's more than
Fabulous.
15, you actually get another charge.
Daryl, careful you don't sit on that thing.
Hey.
And then all of a sudden,
I'm
It's
trying.
not about you having a big butt or anything like that. It's
Okay,
just
I wasn't going to say that, but now I know
okay,
you're all
I
looking at
honestly-
it.
Not about you having a dump truck ass.
Thank you, Glenn. See, that sounds good when Glenn says it.
All I know is, we could stop time or something like that. And we wouldn't even know we wasted our 1 charge.
It's in
That's
my
all I'm saying.
side pocket.
Well,
now.
actually,
Okay.
by talking a lot, we kind of have stopped time,
Yeah.
haven't we?
Certainly the momentum. Actually, do you have a remote control around here that we can use as the remote so that we have like some confines within which to work for things that you can do?
Yes, hold on, let me grab it. This is shall I read it?
Does Glenn have it? How can Glenn read it?
Wow, what a fucking
I'm sorry.
Matt looks furious right now.
I'm sorry. It does have guide on it.
Ooh, that's good to know.
interesting.
Return.
Daryl presses return. Daryl presses return. Okay, the remote control goes back to the mall.
What did you do? You got
I-
pointed at. Oh, jeez.
This is why I don't own a gun. was in my hand. I had to play with it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guy. I'm sorry. I didn't. I was.
If
just,
anybody
I'm
wants
sorry.
to roll wisdom or intelligence or anything, we'll say if you got a sufficiently high roll on those that you would be able to deduce the fact that it went back to the mall.
I got an 18.
You know where it went.
All right, we'll go get it.
As you
I'm not gonna fight it. It's y'all. Look, I'm sorry I lost the remote. It's very clear you all want the remote.
I am
Daryl
too.
fucked up big time on that one.
Hey,
Let's
Daryl,
go.
no,
Let's
it's
go
okay.
get the
It's
remote.
okay,
No,
man.
it's fine. I'll take the money out of my share. We didn't talk about this, but I think we should all get equal shares.
Also, really quick, as a dad, shouldn't Daryl be like taking damage for losing a remote?
Oh my
that's,
God.
That's
I mean, yeah,
devastating.
he's already. Yeah, I mean, he's
That's a good
he's
one.
got a tough history with the remotes.
That's
like a what, 10
Oh yeah,
That's
especially
true.
specifically because you remember the remotes and the batteries and
Yeah,
stuff.
I think that's
Look, I'm
like
so
some sort
angry.
of role to make sure you don't flip out on everybody.
that
Does
is a.
Daryl
I'm gonna say a.
die?
I'm gonna say a wisdom roll, wisdom saving throw.
I mean, that's Daryl's specialty.
No, it isn't.
It's a 9.
Yeah, take a D12 of damage.
Ooh.
It should be 10d10.
10 D10.
You said you were going to be tough on it.
Well, I was literally going to do a thing where he'd roll it. I'd say, cool, now roll another D12. And I would keep doing that until you guys went, oh my God.
I got
But
a
now that you
one.
throw that 10 D10 is
no.
hypothetically the highest you would want to go.
I got a 1. I got 1 damage.
Yeah, roll,
so
roll 4 more D12s.
Wait, what? Because
Yes.
That's what I was planning on doing anyway, but then you guys second guessed my ass. So, yes.
Punish him,
sorry.
daddy.
No, it's fine.
No, I'm gonna roll 3.
I said 4.
I mean, but I already rolled 1. I got a 1.
I said 4 more.
Oh my God.
okay.
I think Anthony's butt hair is growing back all stubbly and ingrown. And
Yeah, this isn't smooth Anthony
He's got
anymore.
a pain in the ass, and now he's a pain in our
I
ass.
don't blame Anthony for this. Freddie straight up was like, yo, roll 100. These 100.
All I'm saying is that as a dad, losing the remote is probably the most psychically damaging thing you can do to yourself.
22 damage.
All right, 22 damage is still not bad.
Henry sees the anguish that Daryl's in, and then he casts Healing Word. And the Healing Word is, don't worry about it.
How much do I heal?
17.
All right, fine.
Wow, no big deal. So, yes, on your way to the Orc Mall, you get a call from Aaron O'Neill.
Oh, hang on. That's my leaf. And I pull out the leaf, and I say, it's Aaron. Should I take it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, Aaron.
Are you ghosting Aaron, Henry?
You gonna ghost me?
What?
Let it ring a couple times just so she knows
She
you're
can hear
important.
us. She can hear us, Ron. She knows we're doing it.
Hi.
Hey guys, hey, how you doing? Ooh, everybody looks a little down, a little bummed out.
Yeah,
huh?
we just lost a remote control.
yeah.
We're 4 dads.
Oh, I was thinking it was also the knowledge that Ron's dad tried to kill him. But yeah, your remote sounds like a real serious
How do you know about
issue.
that, Aaron?
Hey, it's people
Again,
have-
I eavesdrop on you constantly.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Aaron is becoming goals for me.
So I was sort of overhearing some of the stuff that you were getting into, and I was thinking, sort of actually along the lines of what Glenn was suggesting. I moved the forest and your kids and everything. We're at a beach. I can give you I can have the leaf give you the coordinates and stuff. So once you're done getting your remote back or whatever you're doing, why don't you just come and meet me at the beach? It'll be a cool.
Daryl's
it'll be
shirt,
fun.
by the way, Daryl's shirt is already off. It's already off and it's tied around his waist. It's like, that's incredible. Grandpa, you ready to go to the ocean?
You see in the background, he's like,
Yeah, I mean, I don't really. The ocean is cold. I kind of like just yeah.
I mean, you don't gotta go in. We can just, we'll just hang. Let's hang, everybody.
Yeah, let's hang.
Yeah, all right. We'll scoop up this remote, and then we'll see you at the beach. Which beach is it, by the way?
I'm not going to say it because in case anybody's spying like I spy on you.
Don't want to give the paparazzi our location.
That's true. You know, one of us is a real celebrity. I'm talking about Ron.
The paparazzi, because we're pops.
yeah, the paparazzi.
Ooh.
Okay, so yeah, I'll see you all when we get there.
and then the leaf updates, and basically it turns into like a video game compass. It just says head northeast, and then has an arrow pointing in a particular direction, and that'll lead you to the beach. You get back to the mall.
Yeah, I dropped my remote here. I left it here.
Oh, you mean my remote?
Yeah, the remote I bought. I left it
Mi-
here.
It's mine now again.
No, I left it
Prices.
here. I left it here.
I
That's
saw
why
you
it's
leave
still
with
here.
it. It made a vorp sound. It came back. I know what my remote sounds like.
You saw it show up?
Yeah, it
Damn,
teleported
that's
back in.
unfortunate.
Damn, that's a.
What were you
I'm gonna be
watching?
honest with you. It happens about 30% of the time people buy these remotes. So yeah.
Were you just staring at the space the remote went into?
Yeah,
to see if it
have
would
you
come
never
back?
worked retail? Sometimes you sort of look into the middle distance and just sort of wait to die.
That's fair. That's fair.
Can we have the battery back? It's our battery.
You can have the remote and the battery back for the low price of 100 gold.
All right.
Yeah, sure,
Let's
fine.
do it.
Fuck it.
Should have asked for
We're on
more.
the beach,
I knew I should have
everybody.
asked for more. I knew I should have asked for more.
Hey, real question. We're on our way to the beach. Do you have any like SPF, some sunscreen? I burn pretty easily. I don't know
We've
about the other
not put
dads.
any sunscreen on this whole
I
time,
know.
Henry.
I'm kind of freaking out about it.
Do you have any fishing rods?
I do. I have all the things that you just requested, actually. I have sunscreen, and then she points you at what looks to be a little...
I have sunscreen and fishing rods.
Yeah, and only those
are
two
the only
things.
two things.
She points to what seems to be a small, like you could hold it in your hand, like a little chubby creature with 2 little limbs and a mouth its cheeks are all puffed out. And she goes, you just grab it like this and then and apply as needed. And then
natural.
starts spreading the goo from the thing's mouth.
Like, how many uses does that thing have?
Oh, as many as you want.
Oh, okay. Do we feed it?
Nobody
Like,
ever gets through one, you know?
I pick it up. I'm like, hey, what's its name?
I never thought to name it. And
Little bud?
the creature just goes,
Oh,
We can call him Banana Boat.
banana boat. BB. Yeah, we'll take this.
BB smiles at you, and some of its sunscreen begins to just like goop out of its mouth onto its chest,
Aw.
and it very quickly grabs it and then puts it back in his mouth.
It's a living.
And then it goes, okay, so fishing rods, fishing
Hey, Ron,
rods.
can you get my back? And I give Ron BB.
Ron is not paying attention.
Hey, Ron. Ron, buddy.
Hey, Ron,
Ron, can you get my back?
Ron, he wants you
Not
guys
now,
back.
Daryl. I gotta look at this fishing stuff.
Wow,
Oh,
Daryl,
okay.
this is like a thing for like fishing. Remember? Like this whole thing. We
Yeah, I
should.
know, but I don't want to get my back
Yeah,
right here.
okay,
Henry, can you
well-
get my back?
All right, I'll get your back.
All right.
Maul shows you a variety of fishing equipment. You got your spears, you got harpoons, you got just, a long wooden stick, and you got some rope, and there's some wire and
Lady,
stuff
what's
like
going to
that.
happen on the beach? I thought we were just going to boogie board.
I mean,
Ron asked for a fishing rod.
shares her fishing equipment,
I'm
so-
sorry. I'm getting really excited about this beach day. I'm sorry, everybody. Go ahead, Ron. No, I'm going to step back. I'm just going to put sunscreen on myself. Ron, you get what you need. Oh, sorry. I'll pay for that.
you just snapped that goblin's neck. You just grabbed that goblin and you turned his head around completely 360 degrees.
I was
What
playing.
did you do? He was just browsing my wares. Why did you do that?
What happened? I thought I was opening a can of beer. What did I do?
You grabbed a goblin and you twisted his head off.
I didn't know it was a goblin. I'm sorry.
Well,
How
I
much
mean,
is
I
it?
don't know. We have to clean this body up. I can't have people seeing that people are getting their heads twisted off my store.
Okay, I don't know if you could just say Matt murdered someone.
I
I
was
get that
playing,
he
If he's
derailed
gonna
the
do something
scene.
as insanely
I was playing that I was opening up a can from her place.
fine, it was a can of goblin ale. It was shaped like a goblin. She's joking with you. No, I'm just kidding. It's one of those.
Me out. That's horrible. We're all
We
really
sell
I try
drinks
not
and
to-
goblin corpses. It's
Oh
the
my
thing we do in
God.
this world. It was
You're
fine.
doing like the Kristen Wiig thing, like, just kidding, it's actually a goblin. Just kidding, it's not a goblin. It's a soda called Goblin. Just kidding, I'm soda.
Anthony's so hardcore now that if I try to open his can of soda, he's like, "You murdered
So
someone."
Maul says, like, yeah, we got a bunch of different sort of parts that you can combine. It's kind of a Build-A-Bear situation for making a fishing implement. So
Build-A-Bear.
whatever you like. Why don't you describe your ideal fishing rod and I'll help you make it.
Let's see. Something from about 1972. Pretty wooden, and then a metal reel, but it's kind of rusty, and then a bunch of fishing wire. And I'm gonna need a new lure.
You sure you don't want to use the one that you already have there full of emotional baggage, Ron?
Glenn.
Actually, yeah, I don't know. I feel like you just actually probably should have more than one, because what if you lose it?
Yeah, we
point.
did went through a lot of trouble. I don't want to have to go back into Ron's brain to get another one of these things. That
definitely
was a
wanna
lot
do-
to see
yeah.
if we lose it. You know what I mean?
But let's just say that one I'm saving for a special fishing trip.
All right.
Okay.
So the orc hands you a fishing rod that doesn't look like it's from 1975, but it's definitely wood. It's got a metal reel. It's a little rusty, and it's got a fishing line, a hook, and a lure on the end of it.
And then I'll take a spear too, because those sound pretty cool.
Cool. Yeah. No problem. Here's the spear as well. Altogether, that's going to be another.
Hey, Maul, what if we get this all for free and we just promise to kind of like hype up your place a little bit?
Yeah,
a little
we're what
referral
you
link.
call influencers.
We're influential people here.
I mean, you've heard of Hi, I'm Ron.
Yeah.
We've got some pretty important followers who are trying to kill us.
Somebody roll persuasion.
Oh, you
Okay.
mean me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
God, you do it.
17
Plus.
plus 14, 31.
What? So she goes, oh, you're hi, I'm Ron. Oh, yes. Oh, please. Yeah, go nuts. Just if you could take this shirt, and she gives you a shirt that's just a picture of her with the words Maul's Deals. You've tried the best. Now try them all. And she hands it to you. She goes, if one of you could just wear that on your next concert tour, that would be ideal to me.
Could somebody elsewhere? I already got a bad shirt from this place before.
Peyton, why don't you wear it?
Yeah, I'll wear it like a bandana.
That's cool.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so Peyton wears it like bandana.
See, Peyton, that's cool.
Again, you telling me what's cool? Not that cool.
He's not going to want to wear it.
It's not that cool, man.
Cool.
Yeah,
Hey,
I
Pedro.
think this thing kind of sucks.
Daryl, we got this for free. Just fucking shut the fuck up.
You're right. Good job, Glenn. Okay.
So you head to the beach then?
Yeah. I do have a request as Matt the player.
Oh, God. Okay, let's hear it.
Go for it.
It's just, can we roll on the encounter table?
Yeah.
I want to play Dungeons and Dragons. Just
Yeah,
one-
let's do it.
I
Let's
want
do
one
it.
piece.
After 2
We
years,
haven't fought
now you want to play
anybody.
Dungeons and
Yeah,
Dragons?
hit us on the encounter table. What do we find, bro?
What's the encounter table?
We're supposed to fight creatures every time we walk somewhere.
Yeah, it's like when you do like a big foot journey somewhere, you're supposed to roll the dice to see if, like, we had the wolves that showed up and we told them not
Oh,
to.
yeah.
Let me see. Got to find something that says coastal. Okay.
A coastal
Some
elite.
coastal
Oh,
elites.
God.
Oh no! We'll chase them off with Hamilton tickets.
As you approach the shallows, a maze nobody took out. There it is.
Yes.
You come across a bunyip hopping down the road. A bunyip is both a Dungeons and Dragons character and also sort of a piece of like Australian Aboriginal mythology.
It's like a tiger with like saber-toothed face and like
Imagine
a
an
dragon tail.
amphibious saber-toothed tiger.
Wow,
Yeah.
this looks so cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast Fireball at my highest level.
Okay.
That's a Dex 17 save.
Okay. It'll roll.
What is happening to this podcast?
Fucking clearing the
You
way,
want to do
bro.
a bunch of zany riffs with it first, Freddie? You're just gonna kill it?
All right. So it failed its dex save. How much damage does
That'd
it
be
take?
13d6 in one go, baby.
This thing looks like if Falcor the Luck Dragon was hot.
That is one of the worst things you've ever said.
35 damage.
35 damage. Well, that completely obliterates its 32 HP. So it didn't even aggro to you. It just sort of showed up, and then there was a bright light, and then it didn't exist
Yo,
anymore.
fucking D&D rules. Can we do another one?
Yeah, yeah. Yo, Glenn, that was
Fuck it, yeah.
awesome.
Let's do it again. Fuck it. Let's
How
go
many,
again.
wait, how many?
baby.
What do we get from a bunyip?
From a bunyip?
Yeah, do we get like gear?
It's worth 800 XP, but we're not doing XP based.
Do I level up?
leveling.
Okay, we.
No, you don't.
How
level
many
up.
bunyips do I have to-
Yeah, we kill.
If you can kill 10 bunyips, I'll level just you up.
Wait, no,
Freddie.
we should all level up. If we kill 20, we all get a level up.
It's like when you
All
play
right.
Oregon Trail and you're like, I'm killing all the buffalo.
Hey, Aaron, just tell the kids we're gonna be back. We need
No.
another day. We need another day. Well, Henry, you don't want to do this?
No, I don't want to murder a bunch of defenseless animals for sport, Daryl. Jeez, what's going on?
All right, we'll go up and talk to it.
You know, no, I'm not going to go up and
Why
talk to
not?
it. I'm going to go to the beach and spend some time with my family.
Fine. Henry rolls on the encounter table by himself because he's walked off by himself.
All right.
Ron, are you staying with me? Glenn, are you walking
Sorry,
with
I
Ron?
was
We're
trying
team
to-
murder.
I was trying if I could find any bunyip merch. I just love the way they look.
Well, if we kill enough bunyips, you'll have all the
You'll have
skins
all the
and stuff to
merch
make
you
all the
want.
gear you want.
no,
Okay,
I
so
back
Henry,
May.
you run across 2 genies.
What?
They're-
I run across 2 genies.
They're called Jannies, according to this online 5th edition database I'm looking at. But yeah, it's a challenge rating 4, so it's well balanced for 4 adventurers of level 4. And you run
Okay,
into
you're
2 of them.
Okay, 2 Jannies.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and reason your way out of it, bro.
Yeah, so they go, hey, what's up?
Hey, couple of Jannies. Wow.
Holy shit. You can't call us that. What the fuck? We just met you. Roll for initiative.
God.
All right, so they got a natural 20 on their initiative.
It's my new favorite episode.
So they oh shit. Twice per day a Janny, so this is about to happen to you. Twice per day a Janny can magically change a creature's size. All right, give me a DC 13 fortitude save. What, you get a constitution save?
DC, okay. I got a 9.
Okay, so they cast Reduce Person on you. And let's see. They have your height,
Dude,
length,
Marcus,
and
we're gonna
width,
kick your ass, bro.
and divide your weight by 8.
wait, what?
I just said
So-
you have height, have length, have width, and your weight is divided by 8.
Weight does scale properly because you're talking about cubic dimensions.
Oh,
that two
okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
of
so it actually does
course.
scale properly. Yeah. So you're just half your size.
Oh my
gee,
God.
Gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm from here originally, but I haven't been here in a really long time. I feel like that's like going up to someone and just being like, "Oh, hey, 2 white people" or whatever. But like,
That would also be wild.
I know that's
If
what
you
I'm
went
saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm
Okay,
understanding
okay.
that
I thought you were defending
That
yourself.
was a kind of crazy thing to do, and I apologize. And
You're saying
that's
this as
on
you
me.
get smaller and smaller.
I'm saying that as I get
and
smaller.
your voice is getting higher and higher.
And that's on me, and I'm really sorry. I really try to work on myself as a person. So I really apologize. I'm sorry. So I've shrunk down. Hey, I'm curious, how long is this gonna last?
Oh, about 4 days.
Oh,
Nice.
okay. Well, all right. Thanks for that. I think I learned something, and that seems fair for this sort of transgression that I made.
We agree.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go.
Cool.
Let's end the combat.
So they keep on rolling.
I believe Matt and Freddie were trying to murder 20 bunions.
Now I'm bored. Let's go back.
All right,
and
let's
go
go
to the
see.
beach.
Let's follow Henry. He went out really quick.
Henry.
too.
Yeah,
So
like
you
that
run
sped
into
walk.
a half-size Henry.
Whoa!
Henry!
Hey guys, I don't want to talk about it. Let's just say words were said that shouldn't have been said.
All right, let's go. Yeah, hey, this seems normal. Let's go. Beach day. Beach day.
So you head to the beach.
Oh, we hear the surf, this fucking sick music. Yeah.
You head toward the smell of salt and the sound of waves crashing against
Henry,
sand.
you're kind of. I'm not trying to be rude, but we're trying to get. You're running a little bit behind. You want us to
Henry
pick you
has
up?
turned into a half-sized little bear to
Okay.
run along
Oh, no!
That's cute. Can Peyton ride you?
with everything. Sure, yeah, Peyton can ride me.
Oh, yes. Here we go. Now to my steed. And he throws his leg over you and he goes, ride.
Okay, I deserve this.
Peyton.
It's like
Riding my best friend Henry.
Paddington.
Daryl here is my best friend Henry, and a little bit of inside of him dies.
You can't be best friends with the kid. That's what Glenn learned.
Oh yeah. Daryl's like, but Frank was my best friend.
So you head toward the beach and you see, I mean, unusually for a beach, obviously, a bunch of like forest arboreal trees just sort of blocking the way, but they begin to part in front of you and step aside. And you can see Aaron is on the beach with Walter and all of your kids. Walter's working on the lawnmower. Aaron is grilling some meat. And the kids are playing volleyball with what looks to be improvised volleyball made out of like old-timey leather. So Erin sees you and she goes, oh, hey, let's talk. We got to talk before you party. I mean, or if you want to party. Maybe while you're partying, maybe I can sort of exposit what you're going to need to do as you party. Because
Yeah, let's just see. Let's get it out of the way so we can party. I feel like let's get all the info out so then we can just chill.
Okay, so you a good news group of daddies first or a bad news group of daddies first?
Henry turns back into his half pint-sized self and says, I have
Whoa, Henry! Oh, Henry!
good
Oh,
news,
no!
please. Yeah,
Oh, no!
Is the bad news important?
Extremely.
Oh, okay.
Do we
So-
have good news for people who love bad news?
It's the second time we've made that reference in this podcast.
Well, we were dead before the ship even sank.
So here's the bad news. So the Omega Dads are trying to close the portals back to your world, and you paid me to send out a bunch of tree scouts to prevent that from happening. They're basically building an army and building fortifications there. So right now, the army consists of Barry, obviously your dad, Bill, your dad, Willie, your dad, sorry. The Dragon, Radiolab.
Oh, really? He's stuck with them?
Yeah, he's indentured to them. It looks about like 10 bounty hunters. They looked pretty beefy boys. And then David Boreanaz and 10 bluecoats.
Wait, Boreanaz is on their side?
Yeah.
Well,
he
yeah.
hired
Gosh.
them.
Guy's got range.
He's got range. He's actively building his army to try and make it bigger to get ready for you because he knows he doesn't have to go after you because you have to go through him in order to get home. He's got home turf advantage.
It's a real Red Rover situation, sounds like.
So that's the bad news. The good news is they had brought in a bunch of mages, a bunch of freelance mages to close the portals. My trees managed to kill all of them.
Wow.
Whoa.
So the
Good
only...
trees.
Yeah, no, I thought so.
We look around, the trees are just like dripping with blood. It's like, oh, fuck.
And
Yeah,
sweat,
yeah.
and they're kind of hot.
Yeah, a cool scar on their cheek.
Yeah. One of the trees raises a branch to where its brow would be if it was a person. Just woo.
One sexy tree is like bandaging another tree.
Holy shit.
And the other tree like winces like, "Urgh," and a little bit of sap comes out.
All the trees are partying, and then you look out, and one tree's just like walking along the beach by itself.
Just looking out onto the surf as the waves lap up against its roots.
Like, I should go talk to that tree.
There's a tree with an eye patch.
What is this? One Tree Hill? Sorry, moving on.
Yeah. So yeah, all their mages are dead, which means that Barry, Bill, and Willie are the ones having to personally try to continue closing it, and they're going to be way less effective at doing that. And if you can get there and basically make them break their concentration and stop them from doing that, then the portal should open up. So you've only got 3 guys to deal with instead of like the 15 it was going
Well,
to be.
how many days do you think or days? I mean, minutes? Well, how long do you think?
they're
it's gonna
It'll take me a really long time because with 15 people, it was going to take them probably about a week. With 3 people, it's
okay.
going to take them a long time.
So you're saying there's a portal to our world that they're trying to close right now?
Yes, the one that you came in from, they are trying to close that portal.
okay.
Sorry, yeah, the place where you popped into our world in the first place, that's the place that you
Yeah.
wanted to get out from, and that's what they are currently trying to close. Now, the trick is, they haven't completely closed it, but while they're performing the spell, nobody can go through it. So like I said, when you get there, you're going to have to stop them from performing the spell one way or another. Now, the work at hand, like I said, you've got a lot of time before that portal actually
And money.
closes. It's not going to.
We got a lot of money.
And you have a lot of money. You got a lot of time and a lot of money, and that portal's not going to close anytime soon. So I figured we could go to the beach because the beach is pretty easily defendable because they're only going to come at us from one area, which is the path up to the beach. They're not going to come from the water unless they are really stupid because I'll just have my trees like toss stuff at them and sink their boats and stuff.
Yes, trees, the best aquatic military force.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you know what trees drink? It's water. They'll just climb in there and then they'll just get rowdy and they don't need to breathe air. So they'll just
seawater is like Jägermeister for trees.
Yeah.
Nice.
So my thought was we could stay here and you could make whatever preparations you need in a relatively safe space. And I assume that includes, if you wanted to reach out to allies to get them to join your fight, if you wanted to build anything, prepare anything in terms of you got your mower, if you wanted to make other stuff, if you wanted to invite like merchants here or just invite people to join. Like I said, Willie is building an army.
Like
so
Benedict Cumberbatch, I mean, he turned into your mustache or something, right? But like we could get mercenaries again, right?
you sure? How much money do you still have?
We got 1,000 from Maul, and then we just gave her another 100.
No, we got it all for free. By the way, Aaron, you ever just check out this mall?
Oh, yeah, the mall,
You should
yeah.
buy stuff at the mall. All right, obligation finished. Anyway, as you were saying.
Nice.
Oh, sorry, Aaron. Hashtag ad. Sorry, I just have to
Oh, thank God.
disclose that.
I was beginning to think I could really trust you, and then you put
I do need to disclose
you put that
hashtag
barrier there. I
ad.
respect
Yes.
that.
Yeah.
Okay, so the thing is basically anytime you want to do anything in terms of bringing in an ally or convincing people to join you or doing anything in preparation, it's going to take a little bit of time. So the way that's going to work is
Persona rules.
kind of, yeah. This is Anthony talking now. Anytime you do something that's going to take time, I will roll a D10. And the score you get on the D10 is the number of like hours, I guess. We'll say that it takes. And every 5 hours, I'm going to roll a separate D10 on a table of improvements that Willie's army is making.
Whoa.
So the more that you do stuff, the more Willie's army might improve.
We're basically competing.
You were
with
essentially
Willie.
competing. So there's a chance that whatever you do is going to take anywhere from 1 to 10 hours. Every 5 hours, Willie's army is going to improve in a random one of 12 ways. So it's a D12, not a D10, sorry. In the same vein of what I was saying earlier in terms of I'm going to try to be your opponent properly for this sort of big finale, whatever we do for these last episodes is going to be primarily on you all and what you want to do to feel like you are preparing for the fight and bringing things to a close and doing all that kind of stuff.
What are the kids doing right now?
So the kids right now, they're all playing volleyball, except none of them know how to play it very well because they've never played volleyball
Grant's
before.
played volleyball.
Grant's played volleyball?
Yeah.
Okay, Grant's trying to teach the others how to play volleyball.
Well, what's up, Grant?
Hey, Dad. Oh, you're back. Oh, and
Yeah.
he runs up and he gives you a big hug and he goes, oh, you're back. Okay, cool.
Hey,
Good,
bud,
good.
honestly, we got a lot of stuff going on, but we're going to take a little break. Everybody, we just need like a little bit of a beach day. I was wondering, maybe this is a little weird, but like, we can invite anybody. Do you want to invite, like maybe Yeet or like, we're just having a beach day. Do you want to like invite some friends?
His eyes immediately go wide and his face immediately gets red. And he goes, I don't know about last time I saw Yi, I look like a real ding dong, real dingus.
Well, you look great playing volleyball. Show off your volleyball skills.
That's what you're suggesting, Dad, is that I invite a cute boy over and I say, hey, sit there and watch me play volleyball?
Hey,
Well,
work
no,
for
not
Maverick,
watch
am I
you.
right?
Well, also, it's like sometimes if you're a dingus one day, you might not be a dingus the other day.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's worth a and if we're leaving.
Yeah, if we're leaving, I just thought maybe you want just to hang with Yeet. Yeet was a
It's
cool
worth
kid.
a spike.
And also, I kind of feel bad. Those kids need some
Nice,
help
Ron.
and like maybe, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
I could invite Yeet and his sister, sure.
I like that, Daryl, because you know what? We got a big adventure coming up.
Yeah.
We've got a big battle ahead of us. And it seems like we've got a little bit of time to prepare for it. But why don't we have one last fun day in Faerun?
Mental
One
preparation, right?
Yeah, mental preparation. We just got through this harrowing ordeal.
Yeah, work
with
hard,
Ron.
play hard, yeah.
I just want to, let's blow off some steam. Let's have one great night where we party, with our kids. We have a good time, just a classic beach cookout. And then tomorrow morning, we tackle this.
We go to war.
We go to solve the problem. We go
Yeah.
to resolve conflict. Right?
Yeah, we got built up. We got a whole war to plan for.
I
We got-
like what Daryl said. War. You can't really do a battle cry on resolving conflict.
Oh, sure you can. You say,
Oh, no, we're gonna-
ho,
Oh, yeah, just watch, Peyton.
time for
no.
things that have got to go. and
no.
it's time to do them.
Peyton, we'll discuss the ferocity of our battle plan tomorrow. We can deal with how violent or not violent it'll be. But yeah, I think today we deserve a break, and I think the kids have had a tough time. Like let's
In the words of one of the wisest councils in our world, the Entertainment Software Ratings Board, that rates all the video game content that I let my kids play, tomorrow might be M for mature, but today is E for everyone. Let's
Yeah.
get into some comic mischief, gang.
Hey, Henry, doesn't your kid still hate you?
Glenn, that's literally the opposite of what.
Are you fucking kidding? Read the room. Read the beach.
Yeah, comic mischief. That's great. And Henry
saying
takes a
that,
D4 of psychic damage.
A D4, is that all?
Take 2d12.
God damn it.
I love my remote more than he loves his son. All right, how do we get Yeet and I forget his sister's name?
Kill them all.
Yeah, Yi is fucking overrated. Get me Killa back.
I could
Yeah.
send a raven, or I could have one of the trees go and talk to him. I got trees everywhere.
Ooh,
so
maybe
yeah.
we can challenge him to a volleyball match.
Yeah.
Okay, that sounds fun.
A group volleyball match. That's what people want.
This
I mean,
will
that's
take
what
a
I
little bit
want.
of time, so I'll roll for this on the timetable.
Henry says that while crying because he took 19 damage.
Oh my god, good, great. So I'm gonna roll for how long it takes for Yeet to respond. 9 hours.
That's fair for like across the whole. Yeah, I mean that's like fucking
And
modern.
also,
We're a
he's cool
traveling
as fuck,
team.
dude. Leaves you on red for a while, so
Yeah.
you're just
Yeah.
like, you know what I mean?
Honestly, you can't do a good barbecue in less than 10 hours. So
All right,
like, this
so
is
I'm
good.
gonna roll on the table once. So, oh wow, okay. So Yeet and Killa come in to the beach, and
Yeet. What's up, Yeet?
Hey, what's
Yeet,
up?
check it, Yeet, and then I throw a big rock. That's how you.
Whoa!
Yo,
Whoa,
Daryl.
Yeet. So he goes, oh Jesus, and he hooks a thumb over his shoulder. He goes, we passed by a lady with a really kind of offensive Cockney accent who was saying something about the Daryl Barrel special she got screwed out of, and she's really
Oh,
angry,
no.
and she's gonna go join some army in the forest outside Neverwinter.
Oh,
And I
I
heard
mean-
Daryl, and it sounded like you. It might be
That's
somebody
fine,
you
man.
know.
I feel
She
bad. We
should have
should've-
gone with the sampler.
Yeah, I mean, if the best Willie can do is some like bar owners, I think we're gonna be okay.
Yeah, I mean, she looked like she'd been working out.
okay.
The pause
the whole
when
time.
Matt was about to say barmaid but said bar owner instead. That's growth. That's growth.
Yeah.
Feminism won. So Killa Demal says, like, yeah, and we got a message from a tree that said there was a volleyball game with the Doodlers, and let me just say that my bro and I here have been pretty hungry for a rematch against you. Except this time, can please nobody turn into animals?
Yeah, that's fair. We're just gonna have a friendly game, and I cooked up some BBQ, and we're getting ready for a big battle. So like, we just want to relax tonight.
Cool. So yeah, Yeet looks over the group and he goes, hey Terry, hey Lark, Sparrow, hey Grant, and Grant's like, what are we doing? Just us two versus
Grant,
the
you
rest
want
of
a
you?
shot at the old man? Why don't you go ahead and be on Yeet's team?
Kids versus
is that okay?
adults.
That's okay.
How's that?
Oh, yeah.
Kids versus adults.
Henry goes up to Lark and Sparrow. Hey,
Whoa, father!
hey,
Father!
you boys are.
And Sparrow grabs you by the shoulder and goes, you're the same! What happened to you?
Hi, it's really nice to see you. I'm
This
actually
is great.
You know, it's been so long since I was this size. I'm looking forward to maybe I can see things from your
Yeah,
guys' perspective.
changes your
a little bit.
perspective. Yes,
Yeah,
of course, of course, father. Oh, delightful. Lark, look at father. He's tiny now. And Lark sees you and just like grips the volleyball so hard that it pops. And Aaron's like, "That's okay. I have another one. We can go refill. Why don't you come with me and we'll just fill that one back up again?"
Yeah. Well, your old man's gonna play in this game. So are you two gonna play?
Oh, of course, father. Of course.
All right. Well, you know, Lark, I'm gonna be on the other team, so we'll may the best oak win, right?
Lark turns and sees that you're going to be on the other side, and you gave him the gauntlets back, right?
Shit.
Yes.
So he just looks at you and, looking you dead in the eye, just puts on one of the gauntlets of ogre strength,
Oh my
and just with
God.
no reaction, just clenches his fist. And he looks to Sparrow and he goes, "Brother, it is time to play volleyball." And Sparrow goes, "Oh, okay, that's fine."
Hey Terry, your old stepman's gonna show you how it's done. Actually, have you played volleyball before?
I was gonna ask you if you had ever played volleyball.
I
'cause you
haven't.
were,
No.
Yeah. Okay.
I
And then-
thought that it was one of those things that I could kind of pick up as I go.
Okay, so that's a good first thing is you can't pick the ball up. Here, just
Okay.
I'll explain. You guys do. I'll explain to Ron how
Nick
to
Jr.,
play.
you want to keep score?
Squeak. And Nick Jr. jumps into the beach, and then it draws in the sand with its body a big scoreboard,
Yes.
essentially, and it writes
and
doodlers
lines, right?
and lines. Yes.
I just realized
yeah.
if Henry's half his height, he's three. What is he?
He's
Yeah,
5'10",
2 foot 9.
2'9".
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Good to know.
Yeah, so he's actually smaller than
Smaller
Marcus.
than
Yeah,
Marcus.
he's smaller than
Yeah,
Marcus
yeah,
Sparrow.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
2'11", man.
2'11".
We got all the dads minus Peyton plus Aaron, and then we've got all the kids on the other side. So why don't all of you roll athletics, and then I'll have the kids roll athletics.
I got 9.
I got a 15.
No! Oh, okay. This 7 looks like a 1 all the time because I get plus 9. I thought, okay, I still got 16.
I got a 17, and I also want to say that Henry cast jump on himself so he can jump like 8 feet in the air.
Ooh,
Hell
okay.
yeah.
So that
For
means
his height
roll
difference.
again, Henry.
Okay. I got a 5 that time.
Hey, we're gonna play. What are the stakes here, everybody? Hey, adults, if we win, the kids gotta. What do they gotta do? They gotta. Hey, we haven't done laundry in a long time. All you kids are cleaning our clothes.
Laundry duty.
Lark walks up to you and goes, if we don't win, we won't tell Child Protective Services about what happened when we go back.
Okay, whoa, okay, whoa.
Hey, Lark, buddy, there's a good chance we're not going to get out of here. So good luck with that one. Yeah, give me a real
What did you
chance.
say, Grant? Wait, what? We're not going to get out? Oh,
Yeah,
no.
Grant, that's some real trash talk. Hey, we're in the game right now, buddy.
If we win, we all forgive the kids for one thing we're mad at the kids about. And if the kids win, they forgive us for something that they're mad at us about.
Henry, you're getting there. I like that. You know what? I want my laundry done, but I get it. If we win, Lark and Sparrow, you have to forgive Henry. And if you win, what do you want?
It's like, oh, okay, if we're making this interesting, then
Yeah.
yeah, you win, Lark and Sparrow forgive you, whatever, blah. If we win, we get the money that you have.
Oh,
All of your money.
I mean,
I'm in. Let's do it.
okay.
Deal.
You can have all 50 gold of ours.
Roll deception.
Hey, Glenn, how much gold do we have? I lost count.
No, you Daryl, roll deception. You're not outsourcing your lies.
Oh my God.
What'd you get?
It's a 2.
So it goes couple thousand sounds
Okay,
like.
I was lying.
Yes, I obviously you were lying.
Honestly, I was lying. All you know is that I lied.
So he's
So, Glenn, why don't you tell the truth about how much gold we have? Because I was
That's
definitely
bullshit.
lying. 'Cause I
You
was
got a 2, my dude. You got a 2.
So
that is a
make
ticket.
a roll
You gave a fucking
disadvantage.
10
Make
on
a
your
roll
face.
disadvantage.
No, a roll with disadvantage is still going to be 40 for him. Fuck you. You don't get to pretend you're making it fair by saying
All right,
disadvantage.
We have a couple thousand. That's right, because we're that kind of businessmen.
Ron, I like the honesty. All right.
Straight shooter.
All right. Quick data. Hey, guys, look.
Guys, we have to win this game.
Look, yeah, we got to win it because, the only reason we got to win this is, well, I don't know if it's really a healthy way that's the way they give you, but I get you, Henry. We got to win
I
it.
feel like we're kind of having reverse arcs right now. Like, you're getting really open with your kids, and like, I'm trying to solve stuff with sports. Like, what's going on?
I don't know, but look, if we lose, I mean, he's still a kid. We're not going to give him
Yeah,
money.
my son's.
So, like, it's fine.
Even if we win, my son's probably not going to forgive me.
Yeah, so, I mean, this is really just supposed to be for fun.
Aaron's like, cool, as long as we're all agreed that nothing's at stake here and nothing will change. Good. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so everybody, you rolled athletics and combined you got 62. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to have each of the kids roll, and then the hottie is going to roll, but they're going to roll with disadvantage.
Why are they rolling with disadvantage?
Because they have skateboards in the sand.
You're telling me these radical teens don't have off-road wheels for their skateboards, Anthony?
Ooh, that's a really good idea. Yeah. Oh,
Do you
yeah.
want your kids to
Mountain
give you,
boarders?
Will?
I would have heard it.
Yeet Bigley's like, just a second, let me switch these babies out. And he does like a sick, like, handstand. Like, you know what? How breakdancers like will stall just on their hands with their legs in the air
Yeah,
or whatever?
freeze.
Yeah.
He does that, and his legs in the air. He goes, Killa, wheel me. And Killa, with like practice, like pit crew dexterity and speed, removes the trucks and then puts on like new like sand tires onto the thing. And he rolls around on them and immediately starts kicking up like big rooster tails of sand. It looks cool as hell.
These kids are literally just Otto and Reggie Rocket.
Okay, so they're each going to roll. So Grant is going to roll. He gets a 15. Grant's like, yeah, I'm pretty good. Pretty good sports. Thanks, Dad, for teaching me how to be good at sports.
I mean, you teach me. You're a good at sports, kid, naturally. Good job,
He
Grant.
spikes on you, goes, nothing personal, Dad.
Oh,
Terry Jr. got an 8. He's like, I'm so tired explaining to Ron.
Are you
I'm so-
winning, son?
No, I know. Lark goes, he gets an 8. He hits it too hard and it just keeps going out. And Sarah's like, brother, you have to control the power. And Lark
Good
goes,
hit, Lark. You nailed it.
it was not a good hit, father.
Good trash talk, Henry. Way to get in his head.
Oh, no, that wasn't trash talk. I
Hell
wasn't
yeah,
being
dude, I love
sarcastic.
damn, just sarcasm.
Your
That's
sarcasm
cold-
cuts
that's
me to the
hard.
Cold
bone,
as fuck,
father.
dude. Cold as fuck, man.
So Lark and Sparrow got identical rolls. They both got 8.
Oh my god.
It's very cute.
Sparrow did it to make him feel better.
Exactly, yeah. Lark hits it way the fuck out, and Sparrow's like, yes, this is how we're playing now, and then hits in exactly the same spot.
So Henry got a 5 on his roll, so I would like to say that when the ball comes to Henry, he does the same thing as his sons. To be like, yeah, it's a fun game. Who can hit it the farthest that way?
Though, since you rolled poorly, it should be that you spike their asses.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, just like a fucking digger. Everyone's like diving for it and shit.
Hayden rolls a 2. He just immediately hits it into the net, and it comes back at him, and he goes, all right, I'll fucking fix this. And then it starts climbing up and tries to start sawing away the net, like the little cross hatches of the net, and make a little hole for himself. And he's, I'm just going to hit it through that one right again. Boom. And then it falls, it hits the different part of the net, it hits him back in the face. Killa knocks it into the air just real well.
And boom goes the dynamite.
And boom goes the dynamite.
Killa goes, set it for me, brother. And she jumps into the air and then like pulls her arm back, even though there's no ball there.
With their eyes closed.
Yeah, with her eyes closed because she trusts her brother that much.
Yeah,
And then
yeah. Hell yeah,
Yeet
dude.
skates in, flurries of sand ejecting from behind his cool skateboard wheels, and he perfectly does the thing with his arms where you hold your two fists together, but not completely, where your thumbs are like next to each other.
That's it.
That's it.
That's a bump.
Oh shit! Thank you. Yeet bumps it and Killa whoosh, spikes it down, and their final summation of their score. You had 62. The combination of all their unmodified athletic scores was 65.
Oh.
So Killa lands, and everybody's like, yeah, Killa and Yeet. Killa and Yeet. And they're all cheering, and Peyton's like, me. Yeet Bigley skateboards over the net onto your side.
You can't
and,
cross the sides.
skids a little bit, and the sand goes
That's
up.
bad sportsmanship.
The sand goes up, and you have to like look away, like it's like a bully
It
kicking
gets
sand in your
very
face.
much in my eyes.
Yeah.
Like, fuck!
He puts his hand out and he goes, looks like somebody owes me 1,000 gold.
I'm sorry, are we supposed to believe that after not even a full set, not even a whole match, like literally one fucking thing, that we're supposed to call it?
Do you want to do this as many more times as are in a volleyball game? Because I don't know what the number is.
Here's my thought is like, could Glenn get Nick Jr.? Because Nick Jr., look, it's not about who wins the election, it's about who counts the votes. So all I'm saying is that
put that out there.
Shit.
did Nick Jr.
Yeah, Glenn's been giving hand signals to Nick
Okay.
Jr. this entire
Okay.
time.
Are you sure you guys won?
Because it looks like match point right now, my dude.
I'm going to roll sleight of hand for the rat. Unfortunately, Nick Jr. got a 5. They all turn and they see Nick Jr. clearly trying to like and like shuffle its entire body over the score of the hotties. And they go like, okay, so you're trying to cheat now? You're trying to cheat to get me? That's not very sportsmanlike. What are you teaching these kids, huh?
That's fair. That's a good talking to. I don't know. That was inappropriate to cheat. Look, the fact is, we already gave you a ton of money, and I was just wanting to have.
Yeah,
we can't give you the money. We have
Then
to.
why did you agree to it in the first place? That's not sportsmanlike.
Excuse me,
Yeah.
if I can explain this in business
you, Ron, you do
terms,
it.
I will. Businessly speaking, it's not about having the money. It's about telling other people that you do have the money. And so now you're in a unique position, a special opportunity, if you will, that you cannot have the money but tell people that you do. And I think that that is less troublesome than worrying about actually having the money.
All right, if you're going to welch, here's what I want instead.
I'm English.
I'm going to point at each one of
My mom was Scottish.
Nice one, Ron. I'm going to point at each one of you, and you're going to say, Yeet and Killa, we lost to you. That's what's going to happen.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he points at Glenn.
Yeah. Glenn's still wiping sand out of his eyes. Like, I can't see
You don't
shit.
use your eyes to admit inferiority.
Fine. You fucking kids you won, all right?
Henry,
Jeet and Killer, we lost to you.
Ron,
Yeet and Killer, you won.
Daryl.
Eat and Killer. We lost you. You guys, you're both just incredible athletes, and you totally beat us. And I'm sorry, I was just cheating. I wasn't trying to cheat. It's just I shouldn't have. Anyways, that's a lot of money. I hope you appreciate it. You're great.
Also, Yeet and Killa, have you checked out this mall? Fuck. You guys should check out this mall. It's hashtag ad.
You admitting that you're not as good at us, that's almost worth 1,000 gold. So thanks. But since you welched, just in case you were thinking you might be able to recruit us for your fight coming up, just let you know that's off the table now because you welched.
Oh,
I don't think
I mean, you're
that.
kids. We won't want you to
I
fight.
mean,
I mean, you could have had us do any number of other things. We could have been scouts or transmitted messages or distracted people or gotten some other people
So
that
I
we
would
play
never
football
pay
with.
kids to do that. I mean,
But you could have gotten us to get people that throw it, run it, catch it down the field.
Hey, we draw the line at child soldiers, all right, kid?
We just invited
Yeah.
you to have a good
Yeah.
time. And
We
then
do.
You got barbecue and food here.
Hey, you don't count.
Okay, I'll have fun the rest of the time I'm here, but I just want you to know you lost an ally today.
Hey, you can just tell us straight. I mean, we're competitors and all, but we care about you, and I know you guys have a tough life. Do you need more money? Like, what's going on, kids?
It would be nice to have a house.
So how much is a house?
Like 200 gold.
Wait, is it really 200 gold?
According to the actual rules of like D&D stuff, like a
Oh.
gold is like how much you would pay a person for 1 day of work.
and you can save up a house with 200
With 200
days.
days
of
of
work.
with
work.
the years
And
what happened-
assuming that we're in like boomer times.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
gonna say D&D canonically takes place in 1952.
Yeah.
Glenn, how much money do we have?
1697 gold.
Oh, well, yeah, we can.
Hey, kids, we'll give it. Look, we care about you. You're my son's friend. You're good kids. Here's 200 gold. You gotta do one thing for me.
The second you just hand them 200 gold, their eyes get very big, and Killa's like, yeah.
Actually, two things for me.
I don't like where this is going. Yes, what would you need?
Stay here and have some grub tonight,
Ah.
and give us all a high five.
All right. So both Killa and Yeet give you very solid high fives. And Yeet's like, yeah, so I guess we should get some coconut drinks or something. The first round's on me. Ha ha ha, I'm rich. Woo, we're going to buy a house. Hey, Grant. And Grant's like, because Grant's just been staring at him, just blushing the entire time.
Henry takes this opportunity to go up to his two beautiful boys.
Okay.
Hey, boys, it's me, your tiny dad.
My tiny loser father, I love you so much.
I love you too, Sparrow, and I love you too, Lark. And I know things have been tough lately, and that's okay. We're going to get through it. But I feel like being a kid for a day, you know? I feel like I'm back to kid size, and, you know, I didn't have a lot of friends growing up. Your grandpa was kind of a jerk, and didn't want me to have a lot of friends. And I always wished that I had brothers. You know, I think if I had two friends like you growing up, if I had two brothers like you growing up, that would have been really swell. And what if for the day we're just three friends being kids together? Why don't we just go have some fun? I feel like I spend so much time thinking about what you should be doing, and I don't spend a lot of time listening to what you want to do. So why don't we? This is kind of silly, I guess, but I always thought it'd be fun if we could have like a fun like adventure together or something like that. So if you want to
adventure, no rules, kids.
yeah, you know, I know I'm not great at enforcing the rules, really, but at the very least, I'm constantly putting the expectation there, and, you know, maybe I disappoint you guys a lot. And so, I don't know, do you guys want to just go, like, poke around the woods or something? You guys want to go find some cool rocks?
Sparrow's like, oh, Father, that would be delightful. Our new brother, Father Henry Oak. Oh, that would be the chaos we would have gotten up to if we had been your brothers. Oh, I can't even begin to imagine. And Lark's like, yes, Father, let us play Bloody Knuckles. I'll go first, he says, raising his golem fist. And then Sparrow's like, no. Let's just go into the forest and gallivant, shall we? We will find adventures. We will climb trees. We will jump off of trees onto other trees.
You know, Sparrow, I love you so much for, you know, smoothing things over. That's real mature of you. But you're a kid too, and you don't have to speak for your brother. And, you know, like if he's angry right now, it's okay for him to be angry. Lark, why don't you and I go talk? Okay? And you can tell me whatever is in your heart, and I will listen.
That's not something kids do with each other. I thought today was the one day where you were going to be a kid.
Well, I wanted to be a kid, and then you
took it back so quickly.
But
you couldn't handle 30 seconds of childhood, and I have to do this all the time.
I'm sorry. Lark, why don't you and I talk man to man?
So I'm a man now.
For this conversation.
Oh, how quickly the web dissipates once I poke at it even a little bit.
No, you know what? Gosh darn it. You are young men. You're young men now. You guys can read young adult novels, and that means you're young men. And it's time I recognize that, and it's time I respected it. So yeah, Lark, why don't you and I go have a conversation man to man?
Okay. But Sparrow, if I call for you, come at once and spirit me away from whatever conversation Father is trying to lure me into.
That's fair, and Sparrow likewise.
Hey, Terry.
Yeah.
Come here. I'm over by the beach. I guess you could see that because the whole thing is the beach. But I'm over here by the water.
Are you doing okay?
We
don't have to talk about it if you don't want to. I just wanted to check in.
I want to talk about it, but I don't want to right now.
That's fine.
That makes sense.
We can just chill.
Is there anything you want to talk about?
It's just a lot of stuff, and I don't want to talk. Like, it feels weird to talk about my stuff while you've got, you know, you just found out your dad tried to kill you and stuff.
I like hearing about you and learning about you. So yeah, there's nothing bad in that for me.
Okay, we'll start with favorite things that you like to do.
Okay.
Favorite things.
This is how I fish. So I've got the fishing rod right here. And then I have this lure, and it's a new one. I just got it at the mall.
Hashtag ad.
Hashtag, this is an ad,
Don't
by
forget,
the way.
you got to hashtag the ad.
Sorry, Terry.
Glenn hanging out in the hammock with Nick Jr. He's like, hey, Ron, you got hashtag ad.
Sorry, Terry. This is just to be transparent. This is hashtag paid promotion.
Cool.
For the mall, but I got.
I really like the way you do the ad, though. It just feels like it's coming from your personality.
I know it's so natural.
Sometimes you joke around a lot without actually getting to the sort of the marketing copy, but I think that makes it feel more genuine. I feel like
you can
greater
tell
connection
that
to
I'm
the product
really
and the brand.
invested in it, and that I've actually sort of, I'm not like other Rons. I'm not like other businessmen.
I thought that about you the very first moment I saw you.
So anyway, I just got this new lure today. And, I have a history with lures. They seem kind of attached to me. Anyways, but this one is new, and there's there's nothing really attached to it, sort of emotionally or spiritually. But I want you to have it if you want. And if you don't want to have it, then that's cool too. But it was just like, I want you to know that if this is our family lure, you can have it, and you're good enough for it. Always. And so how I fish is I take all this stuff and then I put it away, and then I stick my feet in the water, and then I just sit here for a couple of hours.
I think everything you say about the way you like to fish gets said after, because after you say like, hey, this is your lure and you deserve it and all that kind of stuff, he kind of just throws an arm around you and then like kisses you on the temple the side of the head. And she goes, thank you very much, Ron. That's very nice. And then you, when you explain putting your feet in the water, he goes, yeah, that sounds great. I've never really been into the idea of fishing, just sort of ruining somebody's day while they're at home, essentially in the water. So yeah, no, I like putting the feet in the water. That's cool. But I'll hold on to the lure. This is nice. This is cool.
Yeah.
Fish aren't biting today, though, huh?
No, you hate to see it.
So Henry is walking through the forest with Lark, or through the grove of hot trees.
Yeah, you're just sort of walking past a bunch of
trees.
shirtless hot dudes, essentially, that are also trees.
We're walking through the forest, and Henry says to Lark, maybe we can start here. If you're ready, and if you want to talk about it, tell me what's in your heart.
I don't wish to, Father. Explaining and justifying my feelings feels like additional labor on top of the labor I'm already doing, not to lose my shit completely.
Do you want to just lose your shit?
No, trust me, you don't want me to lose my
I can
shit.
handle it, Lark. Whatever's in there, believe me, I've seen and felt some pretty hard stuff. So, as your father, I just want you to know that even if you don't like me, it is safe for you to tell me how you're feeling.
Okay, cool. I don't like you. Done.
Okay.
Walter would have legs if you were better at your job.
Ooh. Hear Glenn from far away. Far away. Ooh, very quietly.
Ooh, hashtag ad.
Ooh,
Daryl
ouch.
just walks up and grabs Glenn by the shoulders and is like, hey, just leave.
Dang, man.
Go
this
back to the
is-
hammock, dude.
that's
Just
harsh.
we're good. Yeah,
these-
leave this one alone.
I guess that's fair. I can't. I don't know what to say, man. I wish I knew something to say to make it better, but you're right. It's a scary world, and we don't know the consequences of all our actions when we make them. All I can tell is I tried to make the choices that I thought would be best to protect you. But maybe you're right. Maybe if you had the gauntlets and I had trusted you, then things would have gone differently. And I'm sorry.
Okay. Has this conversation sufficiently unburdened you of whatever guilt you were feeling? Does my explaining my irritation, the fact that one of my best friends is now...
Lark, it's okay to be angry. It is not okay to be cruel.
Shit.
And you know that. And you can be as angry at me as you want, but it's not okay to be cruel to anybody. So maybe I'm pushing this too hard. Maybe you're getting upset, and maybe we can talk when we get back or not talk or however it's going to work. But let's just call it a night.
So the real fucked up thing is that as he's saying these things and as you're looking at him, you can tell he's not upset. He's not not in control of his emotions in the way that you would think of somebody of his age being. He's clearly thought about this. And so he just goes, okay then.
I'm going to kill him.
Hell yeah.
He's 12.
He'll get over it. So Lark just starts walking back to the beach, not really waiting for you.
And Henry just walks back.
Tiny Henry. I just remembered you're tiny
Henry
also.
hops down from the stump that he was
The
on.
moment Henry comes out of the tree line, he doesn't see Daryl, but just a hand holding.
Not fucking now, Daryl.
He's just holding kombucha,
Not now.
and Daryl just
Not
takes
now, man.
the
I
drink.
thank you. I appreciate it, but that sucked, and I need some space.
Daryl just drinks the kombucha and then spits it out.
Yeah, Daryl sucks, right? Daryl, that shit sucks, right?
Yeah, it's not good.
Hey, Daryl, as the two good dads in the group,
What's up, Glenn?
you think we should
What do you think, Glenn?
you think we should step in here, help out our fellow dads? I mean, Ron seems
No.
to
I think we should kill a 12-year-old.
No, that's not kill a 12-year-old. What's Grant doing?
Grant is hanging out with Yeet and Killa. The sun's beginning to go down. They're sitting around a campfire and they're telling stories. And Grant is very clearly his body language is very closed off and he's very nervous, but he's smiling and laughing, but he's still very terrified. And Yeet is being very charismatic and, Grant's nodding along.
Ron is at the fire around the kids too, telling scary stories, I'm sure.
I feel like you can definitely tell that Ron is getting far more scared than the kids as
Yeah.
he's telling the stories.
I go, yeah, this kombucha really sucks, man. You wanna sit down, just share a beer with me, Glenn?
Yeah.
You had it tough.
Hell yeah. I
So-
haven't had it tough at all. This has been great. Yeah. Right,
Hey.
Nick Jr.? Huh?
Squeak.
Nick Jr., you want to get trashed?
Squeak.
Yeah, all right. It's up to you. All right, bro, let's go.
Why was that so funny?
Daryl holds Carol's letter, about to read it.
Whoa,
and
is this
thinking
gonna
about,
get heavy?
No, but then he hears you talking to the rat, and Daryl puts the letter back in his pocket. He goes, "Hey, Glenn, you need to talk, man? Or you want to just sit here and drink?"
You know, in a good sort of dad tradition, I don't know what to talk about. Let's sit here and drink, bro.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Hey, Daryl.
Yeah?
I think I did pretty good today, huh? Yeah, you remember that like monster that came at us in the woods, like and one shot it, like no problem, protected the group and all? Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably net positive for the day, in my opinion, the old Glenn book. We just pull that out. Glenn pulls out a small notebook, and then for the day, Mark's like, check. Did good today. And then as you flip through it, it's been like a string of X's.
Yeah, over the course of like 2,000 days, just
It's just, like,
X's.
it's just like nonstop flip through. It's like, yeah, I'm trying to turn this downward trend around. You know?
Combo breaker.
Combo breaker, you know? How you doing, man? Hey, Peyton.
Yeah.
No, not you.
Oh,
Go back to the fire.
I'm gonna go back to hearing scary stories. Ron's got this really scary one about a businessman
No,
whose
I'm
like
lis-
business cards were
No,
like.
don't tell me that one. Okay.
Daryl,
Yeah, what's up, Glenn?
have you given any thought about what to do with your dad, boy?
Yeah, I don't. At first, I'm not even quite sure I understand it, but I'm not. Obviously, I don't want to kill Peyton or not kill Peyton, but I'm also just like, what happens to Frank? Like, if he, like, I don't know. Like, does he come back? Is he going to see me, like, as me now?
Well, you have to do it if you want to go back home, right?
I'm not. I don't know. I you know what? Honestly, I want to see my dad again, but I'm just not sure if I want. I don't know. I'm not sure if I want him to see me. Like, I don't know.
I hear you. I'm just throwing it out here. Maybe it's this bad booch getting me a little tipsy.
Wait, why are you still drinking the booch, dude? Here, I had you up here. I'm like, why are you still
there we
drinking?
go.
There you go.
There we go. Dump this shit out, glugs it out into the fucking sand. Nick Jr. lapping it up also goes, bleh.
Aaron
Like
watching you from a distance, a single tear falls down her eye. Do you have any idea how long it takes to ferment mushrooms?
Yeah, just throwing it out here. If Peyton needs a bro in this world,
Mm-hmm.
I'm like 50-50 on going back, to be honest.
Really, you don't want to go back?
I've just been thinking about it. It doesn't seem like there's much for me over there. And it seems like
Can you DJ here?
Dungeons and Daddies is Matt Arnold as Daryl Wilson, Anthony Birch as our DM, Will Campos as Henry Oak, Beth May as Ron Stampler, and myself, Freddie Wong, as Glenn Close. Our theme song is All Right by Maxton Waller. Courtney Theron is our content producer. Ashley Nicolette is our community manager. Chad Ellis provides additional editing, and Robin Rapp is our transcriber. Special thanks this week to our Patreon supporters by the name of Jellyfish Pancake, Ashley, Kyle Mayo Roberts, Wispera Whisperwind, Josiah Miklos, Kate W. Sith, Jenny, Christian Wade Miller, Lindsay Heskett, Dustin C., Durrell Bedassi, Jada Crouch, No Remac Kid, Eddie Current, Justin Liebrechts, James Bryant, Andrew Seedlack, Madison Fig, and Joshua Von Prague. Support this show directly, get ad-free episodes, and get access to hours upon hours of bonus content at patreon.com/dungeonsanddads. If you're curious about exactly what you can get, you can see all of our Patreon content at our website, dungeonsanddaddies.com. Click Patreon on the top and then scroll down and just keep on scrolling. I mean, look at all that stuff. You got live shows, live streams, Discord reacts, merch discounts, 2 mini-series with more to come. It's a lot. It's a lot of stuff. Please check it out. Consider supporting us directly at patreon.com/dungeonsanddads. And by the way, starting this month, touring level supporters and higher get an exclusive Jez Ball poster featuring Henry Oak after you pledge for 3 months. That is patreon.com/dungeonsanddads. Twitter at Dungeons and Dads. Our subreddit is Dungeons and Daddies. Our next episode is coming at you July 27th. We will see you then.
There was a time when you could read between the lines. You know they never brought you down. Never brought
a second. I'm looking at a picture of a remote on my computer right now, and it has a button that just says "Go back."
Ooh.